last episode, we talked about rest and how your body suffers when you don't sleep. We talked about how stress affects your heart and how God has ordained sleep as a form of healing. But now in this episode, we are shifting from rest to responsibility, because most times it looks like most adults, we are very irresponsible when it comes to our body. It's the LivingPod. Clack it. Hello everyone, and welcome to Living Podcast, where faith meets medicine and healing happens on all sides. In today's episode, we are talking about how your body is constantly warning you through heavy breathing, fatigue, and the daily habits you are forgetting. Sometimes we are not tired because we are not sleeping, like I mentioned in the last episode. We are tired because we are not listening. Your body has been speaking through every breathing, through random fatigue, through dizziness, through tightness in your chest, weakness in your legs, headaches you call normal, and breathlessness you call being unfit. Because there are times when I feel breathless, like I'm out of breath, and I'm like, oh, it's because I'm not going to the gym, my love. It is because I'm not being responsible enough for my body. And these are not young people problems. They are warning signs. They are early whispers that shows that your body is overwhelmed. And today, I pray that by the grace of God, we are able to understand those whispers medically, spiritually, and practically. So let's dive in. So firstly, we're going to talk about the body signals you've been ignoring. So let's start with the most common one, which is heavy breathing. You climb a short flight of stairs, or you walk for a short distance, or you run, not even running, you jog for a short distance and you're already panting like you ran a marathon. You can see that something is wrong. I know that something is wrong. Because physiologically it could mean that your lungs aren't expanding fully, your heart is compensating for stress or fatigue, your fitness level is low because of inactivity, body is under chronic stress, producing excess cortisol. And I mentioned this in the last episode, where I mentioned that when cortisol is produced in high levels, your heart would have a problem functioning. But spiritually, what does this mean? Sometimes every breathing is the body's way of saying you are carrying too much. Oh, ye cast all your burden on me, and I will give you rest round about. God rested on the seventh day. But many of us move like we are trying to prove something. Who are you trying to prove something to? Why are you not being responsible for your body? Number 2 could be constant fatigue, not the kind sleep fixes, the type where you wake up tired. And this could mean poor circulation, nutrient deficiency, sedentary lifestyle, emotional overload, and so on. So this is to note that your body is not lazy, your body is just being overloaded. Now let's talk about why your body needs movement, not just rest. It is okay to sleep. It is okay to get 7 to 8 hours of sleep. Like it was mentioned in the last episode, sleep, it is not negotiable. You need to sleep. But we need to talk about movement also. It is not just about sleeping. Your body has a 24-hour cycle, and that cycle needs to be completed with the appropriate steps and the appropriate things you need to do, right? Let's talk about exercise as a form of movement. Exercise is oxygen. When you move, you expand your lungs. So it's not just about breathing in, breathing out. Sometimes as I'm walking, I'm breathing in, I'm breathing out, right? As I'm exercising, I'm breathing in, I'm breathing out. So it's not when you consciously do it that you're breathing in and breathing out. It's not when you consciously do it that your lungs is functioning, that you know that your lungs is functioning. But when you actually do some activities, your lungs are actually functioning. So when you exercise or when you move, you expand your lungs, you strengthen your heart, you improve your blood flow, you relax you balance your hormones, you reduce anxiety, you boost immunity, increase emotional stability, improve sleep naturally, and clear mental fog. I have heard of several examples where people say exercise reshapes them, going to the gym reshapes them, it reshapes their mental focus. I was having a discussion with an elderly person recently, and she was like, every morning by 6 a.m. whenever she goes to the gym, it is her alone time. She feels a lot better. So it shows that exercise is not just a thing you do for your body. or just for your heart or just for your lungs. That's why we would say that is why God created the body to walk, not just sit. Jesus walked everywhere. Even ministry required movement. Your body was not created to be stagnant. So if you're a lazy twat that sits at home every blessed day doing nothing, stand up, get your ass off, and walk. So now let's use something else you can use to track like your movement and everything. I don't know why, but this thought just came to my head when this topic came, right? I have a smartwatch here, and I'm not promoting this to be honest, but yeah, I have seen people on a smartwatch. I am not one to use anything on my wrist apart from like my jewelry, right? And sometimes when I see some people with like smartwatches, I'm like, okay, why are they using this? What is like, why? But as time has gone by, I have realized that having something, a device that helps me to track my heartbeat, my heart rate, my breathing rate is very important. Let me give an example, guys. There is a man that was standing at the bus stop, and all of a sudden he slumped and died. When they got to the hospital, when they carried out autopsy and whatnot, they found out that he had high blood pressure. Now, this is something very affiliated with a lot of people. I don't know if it's particular to Nigerians, but if you guys notice, we don't do health checkups. We are not bothered about health checkups. As far as nothing is wrong with you in the present, we are just like, okay, I'm fine. So it is only when an issue springs up that we are like, I think I'm sick, I think I have this, I think I have that. And at the end of the day, when you even test yourself, you're like, I have malaria, then you're not bothered with any other checkup. That is why these days we see a lot of young people coming up with like different kind of sickness, different kind of diseases, and everything is because there is no constant checkup to even know from when this thing started. So going back to the example, right, this man slumped and died, and he had like IBP or something. Imagine if that man knew that he had it before he died or before he slumped. He would have taken preventive measures, yes, to actually stop, or that could have stopped his death, right? So I'm not saying that, okay, maybe if he knew, maybe you wouldn't have died, but I'm just using that as an example because like when you know, okay, let's say your BP, or sorry, your heart rate is supposed to be between 60 beats per minute to 100 beats per minute, and you notice that, oh, your heart beats, when you like use a device or something, or you do your constant checkups, and you notice that your heartbeat is usually between, let's say, 150 to 200 or 130 to 200, you know that, okay, something is wrong. Or when you notice that your heartbeat is below 60, you know something is wrong. And this allows you to go to the hospital to actually test out what is wrong. So it is not until something big happens that you should go to the hospital. Health checkups are like very important, and like this is a mental thing for myself that I want to commit to in 2026. Like I need to have like do like my checkups like 3 times a year. So let's make it a thing, right? So you can have like a device, probably like a smartwatch, or just there are different devices these days that helps you to check your heart rate, and it just helps you to know what is happening. For example, if your heart rate is high, it means that if your heart rate is high at rest, it means that the stress or poor fitness. If there is sudden spikes, you know that there's anxiety over exertion. Your breathing rate, you have to check your breathing rate. If you watch constantly, and if your watch constantly shows like a high respiratory rate, your body is asking for help. It means you need to move, it means you need to hydrate your body, it means you need to breathe. And then like sleep quality also, not just how long you slept or how well, your watch can show or your device can show light sleep, deep sleep, REM, disturbance, resting heart rate at night. So sleep reveals your internal health more than anything. So imagine when you watch or your device at night, it shows you what is actually going on. So imagine if you are sleeping at night and your heart is you know that, hey, when you wake up in the morning, you need to go for an health checkup. Then you need to like take your steps or your activity very serious. We've seen it on the internet where someone will say, oh, I'm taking my 10k steps. Like it is very important. Aim for 6k to 10k steps daily. Not perfection, but just consistency. Your watch becomes a reminder of what your body needs. So these are daily habits that changes your health. So let's talk about daily habits that changes your health. One, you need to walk at least 20 to 30 minutes daily. It is something I want to actually try out. Like stroll, not jog, just move your body. Hydrate consistently. I think we've heard this over time. How drinking water is so important. I promise you, if you stay away from alcohol, you stay away from soda, you stay away from sugary things, drink water constantly, you would see how much your body or your facial appearance, your body is going to improve. Eat real food. Your heart needs nutrients, your body needs nutrients, not vibes, not chocolates every time, not this or that every time. Your body needs real food. You also need to sleep at a consistent time. Regulate your internal clock. Let your internal clock know that, okay, I sleep by 10, I wake up by 4. It just helps your mental health. I tell myself these things. There are days when I sleep early and wake up early. I literally feel the best throughout that day. You also need to do breathing exercise 3 to 5 minutes a day. This helps to reset your nervous system. Always check your vitals, your BP, your blood sugar, your cholesterol level, your routine medical checks. For example, if you want to check your heart rate, if you don't have like money for a device, just check your pulse points. Your pulse points, when you have it like at your wrist side, you have one at your neck, and the way to calculate it is that once you feel that bump, that pump, that's 1 beat, right? And then for you to calculate it, you can have your timer to like 15 seconds and count how many beats you feel in 15 seconds, then multiply by 4. So it just shows if it's between the 60 to 100 rate. Let's talk about the faith part, because this is a podcast where we mix faith with medicine. Let's go into 1 Corinthians 6 verse 19. It says, do you know that your body is a temple of the Holy Spirit? Your body is not an afterthought. Your body is a place God lives. 3 John 1:2 says, I wish above all things that you prosper and be in good health. God doesn't wish for you to live in sickness. He doesn't wish for you to be sick. He doesn't wish for you to live in sorrow. He doesn't wish for you to be down. So you need to actually desire good health like God has desired it for you. So like I mentioned earlier, your body is a temple of the Holy Ghost, so treat your body as such. Do your mental checkup. Like you need to take care of what somebody has given you, right? Or what somebody has left in your possession. So caring for your body is worship. Ignoring your body is carelessness. And many believers pray for healing while maintaining habits that create sickness. Healing is not just prayer. Healing is responsibility. Your body is always speaking. Fatigue, heavy breathing, headaches, unstable mood, irregular heartbeats, poor sleep. These are conversations your body is trying to have with you. The question is, are you listening? Are you listening to your body? Are you ignoring your body? Are you being irresponsible with your body? So you don't need to do everything at once. Start with one thing. Today, all you need to do is work, hydrate, drink enough water, rest, check your vitals, use your device, create a routine, honor the temple of the Lord, and remember, healing is on all sides: physical, emotional, and spiritual. Hello everyone, and thank you for listening to the LivingPod. If this episode blessed you, kindly share it with someone that needs it. And I pray that by the grace of God, our body, we tend to take care of this temple that the Lord has given to us. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.